Here Akhil Srivastav teaching you Maths of Class 10th NCERT, Chapter 2nd Polynomial. Today we will discuss about the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of polynomial. For linear polynomial, standard equation is Px is equal to Ax plus b. So here if Px is equal to 2x plus 1, then for the zeros, we will put the value at the place of 1 which gives the result 0 in class 9th. We know the remainder theorem and factor theorem. Two theorems we know in class 9. So by putting the value of x, and in 9th also given, if this is equal to 0, it means this value becomes 0. By this, let Px is equal to 0, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Transpose it and we are getting x is equal to minus half. When we'll put the minus half, p minus half, then it will give you the 0. It is the by remainder theorems that minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. P minus half is 0, so minus half is the 0 of Pf. Or directly you can get like this. So zeros of, in standard equation, zeros of Ax plus b will be minus b by a. Here, for quadratic equation, what is the standard form? Ax square plus bx plus c. We will factorize in class 9th, we know middle term factor, class 8th also. So how will you factorize? Or by factor theorem also the factorization is given in class 9th. For example, if Px is equal to 2x square plus 9x plus 7, one example I am taking. So 2 and 7 to the 14. First of all, we factorize it by middle term is 9. First a and c you multiply, 2 7 are 14. 14 you will get two factors whose sum is 9. 2 7 are 14, 2 plus 7 9. Here you are putting at the place of 9. 2x square plus 2x plus 7x and factorize 2x common. X plus 1 plus 7 common. X plus 1, 2 brackets. 2 linear factor you are getting x plus 1 and 2x plus 7. If one factor is 0, then x will be minus 1. Another factor is 0, then 2x equal to minus 7 and x is equal to minus 7 by 2. Two zeros you are getting. In the geometrical representation I have told you, quadratic has at most maximum 2 zeros. Minimum no zeros, maximum 2 zeros. So here 2 zeros are minus 1 and minus 7 by 2. Some letter we will see in the book. One is called alpha. This is sign is called alpha. It is a beta and it is a gamma. So one root alpha and gamma. Gamma is for the cubic equation. When will you, I will teach you cubic, then I will tell you there are 3 zeros. So sum of zeros. First 0 plus second 0, 2 zeros you have got. You add it, you are getting by LCM minus 9 by 2. Product of zeros, minus 1 into minus 7 by 2, minus into minus plus 7 by 2. And the equation is given this. Px is equal to 2x square plus 9x plus 7. Compare with ax square plus bx plus c. What is a? A is 2. At the place of b 9, at the place of c 7. If alpha and beta are the zeros, so it is you are getting alpha and beta are the zeros of this. So alpha will be x, value of one value, any one. It will be minus 1 or minus 7 by 2. One is alpha and one is beta. Sum of zeros is minus b by a. It is the formula because 9 by 2 you put the value b. B is 9 and a is 2. So here you also get 9 by 2. Here alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta I have written means minus 1 minus 9 by 2 and 7 by 2 you are taking here. So you are also getting minus 9 by 2. So both the LHS and RHS are equal. So it will give you a formula. And this formula, sum of zeros you have verified. Without calculation you can get the zeros. Without finding a alpha and beta, if the equation is given directly, you put here, you are getting the same result what you are adding. Same thing C by A. Here you are multiplying all product alpha into beta and then getting 7 by 2. Here directly you are getting C by A. And C is the constant term and A is the coefficient of x square. In the book it is given like this. In book it is given minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square is the sum of zeros. So it is verified that sum of the zeros by actual sum is also equal to sum of the zeros by the given equation with the help of A, B and C. So if alpha and beta are the two zeros of ax square plus bx plus c, then their linear factor will be x minus alpha and x minus beta. Like here you are getting minus 1 and minus 7 by 2 the zeros you are getting. Then what is the linear factor? Is with the opposite sign. X plus 1 and minus 7 by 2 you are getting 2x plus 7 are x plus 7 by 2. So for this you will get a equation when you put ax square plus bx square, then it will be written as a k x minus alpha into x, product of the linear factor. Same equation you can write product of the linear factor like a previous question. K x minus alpha into x minus beta, where k is a constant. How will you get the k? I will tell you. K is equal to, multiply this, x square minus alpha x minus beta x, open the bracket. So k x square minus common alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to k x square minus k will be here alpha plus beta x plus, compare both the side, x square and this you compare, you will get a is equal to k. Here I am getting a is equal to k, b is equal to, from here you see this is the minus k alpha plus beta is b at this side. Comparing both the side you are getting b is equal to minus k alpha plus beta and c is k alpha beta. So because of a is equal to k, at the place of k you can write a. Minus k alpha plus beta, so alpha plus beta is minus b by k, and what is the k? A. From here you are getting sum of zeros is always minus b by a, which I have told you here. Same thing you are getting by the formula. K alpha beta is c, so alpha beta is equal to c by k, but k is equal to a you have proved here. Here you have proved k is equal to a. So at the place of k, so it is a product of always any linear equation, quadratic equation, then their sum will be minus b by a and product will be c by a without solving it. Now a question you see, find the zeros and find the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. A question will be given like this. First you find the zeros of this question, x square plus 10x plus 16. Factorize by middle term, 8 2 is 16, 8 plus 2 10. So I am factorizing, getting two linear factor, x plus 8, x plus 2. One pair, one factor 0, then x alpha is minus 8. Another factor 0, then alpha will be, beta will be minus 2. It is not compulsory first one is alpha. Any one you can take alpha, any one you can take beta. Now from the polynomial, it is a polynomial. You are getting what is a, what is b, what is c. A is 1, nothing is given means 1. B is 10, C is 16. Now sum formula minus b by a means alpha plus beta is minus b. I put the alpha and beta here. You are getting LHS is equal to RHS. Alpha and beta here, C and B from here. C is here 16 upon 1. You are getting LHS is equal to RHS. So it is verified. If the question is 4 marks like this, 3 marks in the CBSE question paper or home examinations, then you solve till here, you will get the full marks 100%. Another example I am taking. Suppose the question is given one polynomial x square minus 5 and same thing, find the zeros and find the relation. Here only two terms are given. What will be the, how will you factorize it? Nothing is common. So 5 can be written as root 5 whole square. You can write a square plus b square, identity. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b, that you know, third identity. open the bracket, this a plus b and a minus b, x plus root 5. So here you will get alpha is minus 5 root 5 and beta is root 5. So alpha beta you are getting, but from the equation, first of all you write in the standard form ax square plus bx. Bx is not given. So 0, it means it be 0 plus 0x plus 5. So what is 1? A is 1, B is 0, C is minus 5. And you get sum and product, put the values alpha plus beta and alpha beta you are getting, it is verified. Both the sides LHS. Till here you solve. Third example is given. Third example, form a quadratic polynomial whose sum and product of the zeros are given. Sum is minus 3. Equation you want to form quadratic whose sum is minus 3 and product is 2. Then first of all you write the formula, put the sum at the sum place and right side formula. Product at the product place 2 and equal to C by A. Now you write in the fraction form. Denominator is always 1. So compare both. Both have same denominator. So here is A 1. Here is also A 1. So A will be 1. Numerator equal to numerator, minus 3 equal to minus B. So B will be 3. Here numerator equal to numerator, C will be 2. So you are getting ABC. Put in this standard form here. Px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, 1x square plus 3x plus 1. It is your final equation. Polynomial. Exercise 2.2 in your book, it has a first question like a example. All 4 parts, there is a given 6 parts and all the parts you will solve with the finding zeros and also find out the verification, verify the relation. So first of all you see, first equation is given x square minus 2x minus 8. 8 to ja 4 to ja 8. 4 minus 2 is 2. So you will put the values, your prime factorization, middle term factorization, you get the 2 factor, alpha 4 and beta minus 2. With this equation compare A is 1, B is minus 2, C is 8. A is 1, B is minus 2, C is minus 8. Put here alpha plus beta is equal to minus B by A. You are getting 2 equal to 2. Alpha into beta C by A, you are getting minus 8 into equal to minus 8. It is verified. It is the first part. Like this all the parts you can do. This is also the same. 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Open the bracket. 2 2 ja 4. 4 1 into 4. First of all you take first and last. 4 on the 4 and factorize minus 2 like this. You are getting 2 zeros, equal zeros, alpha and beta both are equal. Then alpha plus beta you find. A is 4, B is minus 4, C is 1 from the given equation. Next, third part is given. 6x square minus 3 minus, it is a very important. Because there is a order is different. First of all you arrange in the order this 6x square minus 7x minus 3. I am interchanging the place of these two terms. Then you get ax square plus bx plus c. Factorize 6 3 is 18. Minus 18, 9 2 is 18. 9 minus 2 is 7. Middle term factor. So you get the two factors 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. Alpha beta you are getting. But A, B and C you will not get from the given equation. You will get from your formed equation. What you have arranged. X square first place, second place x, third place constant. Then A will be 6, B is minus 7, C is minus 3. According to this you put here all the values and get the LHS equal to RHS. Fourth part is very simple. 4u square plus 8u. No need to any of the simple 2 term. 4u common, u plus 2. 4u 0, then alpha with 0. U plus 2 0, then beta is minus 2. But here again you write in the standard form. Ax square plus bx plus c. You get a4, b8 and c0. Again it is like example which I have told you. But this will be again in the form of a standard 0x 0t. A is 1, B is 0, C is minus 15. Here C is 0 and here A, B is 0. Like this you put the values here and get your solution. Sixth part is also the same. Minus 4 into 3, minus 4 3 is 12, like this here, middle term factor. You get the two zeros, 4 by 3 and minus 1. Then sum and product, A, B and C you write down separately, put the all values here. Second question is again given like example. You solve the given sum and product of the two equations, you form the quadratic polynomial. Second equation also have the sixth part, you want to form the quadratic polynomial. Sum is 1 by 4, product is minus 1. Equation is this, you want to form this. So minus b by a in this case will be sum. What is the sum? Here sum is minus b by a and product is c by a by this equation. So sum is minus b by a, sum is given 1 by 4. Here sum product is c by a minus 1 by 1. You see both right side. One has a denominator 4 and one has a denominator 1. You will take the same denominator in both the place by rule of equivalent fraction. Here 4, so 1 will be multiplied by 4. You will get 4 and 4 numerator and denominator, minus 4 by minus 4. Then you compare the numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. A is 4 here, A is 4 here also. So both the cases A you are getting 4. Minus B is equal to 1. So B will be minus 1. Transpose minus this side. C is equal to 1, here 1, but don't see from here. You will see the new equation. C is equal to minus 4 here. Put the value at the place of A, B and C. You are getting your equation. Like this, second part, root 2 upon 1 and 1 by 3. Second part of this. Here again denominator and this denominator has confusion. You both first of all simplify and get. Again numerator and denominator will be multiplied by 3 to get the 3 at this one place. You are getting 3 root 2 and 3. So from this and this you compare. B minus B equal to this, so B will be this. A is both the cases 3, A is 3, C is here 1. Now put the value and get your equation. Third part has sum 0, product root 5, 0 upon 1, root 5 upon 1, very simple. So B 0, A is 1 in both the side and C is root 5. Put the value, get equation. Sum is 1, product is 1, it is also very simple, 1 by 1, all is 1 and it is your answer. Because minus B is equal to 1, so B will be minus 1. See here very carefully, B is not 1, minus B is 1, so B will be minus 1. That's why here minus sign. In this case, 1 by 4, negative sign here. So A is 4, minus B is minus 1, so B will be 1. C is 1. You are getting Px is equal to Ax square plus Bx plus C. So here you are getting the answer. Sixth part, last part of this question, sum is 4 given and product is given 1. Again 4 by 1, 1 by 1, no any calculation. Directly A will be 1, minus B 4, that's why B will be minus 4. C is equal to 1, so your polynomial will be x square minus 4x plus 1. That's all for today. Your 2.2 exercise is over and all the calculations are over except the cubic polynomial that we will tell you here, explain in the next video, and the division algorithm. Thanks for today.